Welcome to the Jen and Bro Show. Welcome to the Jen and Bro Show. That's me and he and little Alex makes three. Welcome to the Jen and Bro Show. That's
The Ferryman.
Oh.
I am the Grim Reaper. I take you to the Ferryman.
Well, take me to the ferryman, please.
You don't have to boss me around. Remember, they're why you're here. And you know what?
What?
The other book that I was doing, which the other one that I'm doing, it still doesn't have any, I haven't written down the outline yet, but I have a premise of the story, and this one's kind of intense.
Oh.
But it's okay. Hey people,
Hi.
we're here. I know y'all came in the middle of our conversation. We were talking about something. I cannot reveal that to you just yet.
No.
But it is an interesting story.
I like interesting.
I told a friend of mine about it. I doubt if he even remembers I told him, but I told a friend of mine about it, and he said that it seemed really interesting. He kind of wanted to read it. I'm like, well, when it's finished being written, I'll get it to you. And I have like a ton of book ideas, and there's some book ideas that I know my friends would like, and some book ideas that I know my friends won't like. You know, not that they're risque or anything like that. It's just subject matter.
Oh. And you're afraid it might be too sensitive for the...
Oh, I know it's way too sensitive for a lot of people. Which is why I have a set of books that I have written under my name, and then I have a set of books that are written under my pen name. Some of the books that are under my pen name are already published and out there. Don't worry about what those are. But there's certain books that the subject matter is sensitive, like death in the family, or dealing with like your own illnesses, dealing with illnesses around you, financial problems, you know, getting mixed in with the wrong crowd. What happens when you do get mixed in with the wrong crowd? And it's a whole slew of things. And they're really serious subject matters. There are maybe some comedic parts in there that make you chuckle, but overall it's a really serious story. And I just did not mean to do that. But it's just there's certain stories that I really feel need to be told, have to be told, if for nothing else than a warning. Watch what you do, because just because you have the right to do this, and this does not mean that you are free of consequences when you do those things. I think a lot of people kind of misunderstand that just because you have the freedom to do something means that that's free from consequences or benefits.
Like, I can do whatever I want kind of thing. You can't do that?
When you have free will, let's see, how can I put this? Free will is not just for one person. Free will is for everybody. So you are free to do whatever you want, but so is someone else. they are free to do whatever they want. But to tell someone that, hey, my freedoms are more important than your freedoms, why? You know?
Like, what's so important about yours?
Yeah, what's so important about you that you can do whatever you want, but I can't? I have free will just like you do. So, and there lies the problem, you know, and that's kind of what the book is about. Which way?
Turn.
And it kind of, the book kind of, it spirals a little bit from there, but it'll come back. It goes like a oval. Like, it starts off kind of small at the top, but then it kind of balloons out, and then as they start to find a resolve, it starts to come back together. You know?
Yeah.
That's the way a lot of my books go. It kind of balloons out first, and you're like, well, how are you going to resolve this? You know, how are you going to fix this problem? And that's where I say, buy the book. You know?
Okay.
But it's just, it's really interesting how some of the things, they aren't really tailored to situations that are going on now. They may seem like it, but it actually, one book that I have started, it seems like it's kind of mirroring what's going on now. But I started writing this particular book about 10 years ago, and it had nothing to do with anyone who's holding any office now. It's not dealing with any particular group of people now. And I had no idea what was going to happen 10 years in the future. You know, all I knew is I had this great idea for a story, and I started writing it. I walked away from it because life got busy and I had things to do, and other ideas came up, so it kind of got pushed down to the bottom of the stack. But now that it's resurfaced back to the top of the stack, I'm like, wow, this is going to be a touchy subject for some people. So I put that under my pen name. Sure, let them be angry, but let them be angry at someone who doesn't exist. But I just feel like it's still a good story that needs to be put out there. Well, not someone who doesn't exist. It's me, obviously, but the name that it's under, they don't know. You could be out there buying a book and it's my book and you didn't know. I'm feeling like I see something on my face, but I don't. Yeah, I have a lot of stories in my head that I wish I could write them all at the same time, but my brain works in a very weird way, and I can't just do one story and then be done. It's like I have several stories that I'm working on now. One that's just in its outline phase, one that I am 3/4 of the way done with it. This is one of the ones that's under my pen name, about 3/4 of the way done. Another one that I have to get back to, which is right now collecting dust in one of my notebooks. I have to finish that one because it's written, but it's not refined. What I'm doing is refining it. So
you thinking of going back to that particular one?
Not yet. The one that I'm working on right now, the one that's under my pen name that I'm working on right now.
Okay.
I'm 3/4 of the way done with that one. So I have hold on. Depending on how I round out the ending, I have about 5 or 6 chapters left to go. So it's almost done. That one should be coming out this summer. Ish. Summer-ish. Spring, summer-ish. We'll see. Because we're almost in spring now. So, but yeah, there's that part.
Okay.
But I know the other one that I'm working on, that'll be out in January. My Neighbor's Basement.
Oh.
That one's under my name.
Okay.
But
that's still a work in progress?
no. That's the one I'm refining.
Oh, okay.
So I'm fine tuning it because I already had it written. It was already published. This is the second edition of this particular book. So, and I'm gonna include that, along with some trigger warnings in the beginning, because it's dealing with like stalkers and
Yeah.
death around you, but not actually anyone that you know personally, but still you feel responsible kind of situation.
It's always good to have those trigger warnings, like not a huge warning sign, but just enough for people to realize.
Yeah, just to let them know this is what this story is talking about. If this is something that affects you in a bad way, don't read this book. If this is something that is gonna reignite your trauma, don't read this. But I had started writing it at a time when people weren't, I'm not going to say easily triggered, but they weren't easily triggered. I guess that's the only way I can put it.
Okay.
But, because when I first wrote it, it was like there was nothing in there that set people off from my friends that did buy the book. It wasn't anything that set them off, or anything that was, crazy. But now with a lot of things that are happening, things that are escalating, you have to put these trigger warnings in. You have to let them know that this subject matter is in this book. We talk about this, things that may make you cry, things that may make you think of something that is deeply entrenched in you that you just can't let go of. Even if you've been through therapy, there's still some scars that are not going to be completely healed. If you feel as though you cannot handle this subject matter, do not read this book. And that's what I'm going to put in the beginning of the book. This subject matter, and if these are subject matters that you cannot handle, do not read my book. Your mental health is more important than my book sales. So I would rather someone be mentally able to read the book. And it's not like it gets, deep and grotesque and stuff like that. It's nothing like that. But these are subject matters that people are quite, sensitive to. And I understand, I get that, because there's a lot of subject matters that I'm quite sensitive to. There are certain books that I won't read. And that's fine, because that's protecting my mental health. But at least you have those, guidelines at the beginning to let you know, okay, this is a book that I cannot handle. This is a book that I'm going to have to steer away from. If other people can read it, so be it. You do you. And to the people who wrote those books, by all means, keep writing. Don't ever quit your craft just because some people can't handle it. That's some people. The majority of your fans are going to be like, hey, I need your next book.
Okay.
So, which is why I put those things in there in the beginning. But we're done talking about that. We will probably get back to that at some point. My brother's going to get ready to head into work. I am going to do some more writing. I'm probably not going to go straight home. So I'm not going to do a ride home, but I am probably going to grab something to eat. Something small, and I'll just be right out here parked. I know you don't get off till 7. I'm not going to stay here the whole time.
Okay.
So he's going to go. We're going to tell you, stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe, stay mentally healthy. Like I said, your mental health is important. Very important. And And from there, we're gonna go. Love you. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.